Go ahead.
Hi, Hale Huskies, and welcome to the Spring Virtual Dean's Talk. I'm Mrs. Sanders,
And I am Mr. Marino.
and the reason for this presentation is to make sure all of our Hale students know that their safety expectations to keep you all safe and well.
So here is our dean's office. I'm Mr. Marino, and this is Ms. Sanders. And we also have Dr. J, who oversees the dean's office as the assistant principal, and also the administrator that oversees everything that happens within the dean's office. So if we have a big issue, if you need to speak with her about something, she is the person to go to. She is at the top of the dean's office.
Let's meet some other people who are responsible for your safety and well-being here at Hale. Mr. Perdigo, our principal.
This is Dr. Lettyholm, another assistant principal, and Mr. Salinger, who is a sixth grade counselor.
Mrs. Rothop, our seventh grade counselor, and Mrs. Santee, another assistant principal.
And we have Mrs. McKenzie, who is our eighth grade counselor, and Mr. DeBonis, who is our assistant principal, who oversees technology as well.
Here at Hale, we live above the line. That's all of the pillars of character that you have seen since kindergarten: trustworthiness, respectfulness, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship.
Here are just some typical ideas that we think of and that we know about when we talk about living above the line. Treat each other kindly, be nice to each other, help each other as best we can whenever the opportunity arises. If we see something, we say something. Please, your guys' safety is our responsibility, and you guys can help us with that as well. Believe in yourself, and whenever possible, help your teachers. They are working super hard to make sure that they can do everything for you at this time right now as we do virtual learning.
We teach digital citizenship at the beginning of the year in your advisory classes for the first month. Even in person, the importance of digital citizenship and leaving a good digital footprint. If you look at this first word, privacy, that means keeping your passwords and your email private from anyone else, except of course your parents and your teachers. Also your Zoom passwords, very important to keep those private.
Here is our code of conduct that you guys should have received at the beginning of the year. And again, these are just guiding principles and guiding ideas that we strive for at Hale Charter Academy between students and teachers and all staff. Obviously, respect each other, appreciation of differences, different cultures, different languages, different ethnicities, different beliefs, safety, right? Being safe while we're in school. Responsibility, taking responsibility for your actions, taking responsibility for your grades, taking responsibility for everything that we do as people and as individuals. Honesty, obviously we want to be as honest as we possibly can, and also strive to be lifelong learners, to try to learn as much as we possibly can while we are here at Hale.
These are a few of the remote learning expectations. Check your work before you turn it in. Make sure that you check that your sound is on, that you can hear your teacher. We highly encourage you to keep your video on so that your teacher knows that you're there and they're not teaching to a black box. It also keeps you present in what you're doing. Find a comfy area, but not too comfy. We don't want to, it's very hard to learn from our bed because that's for sleeping. Get ready just like you would to get ready for school if you were there in person. Charge your computer every night. Make sure that if anything is not working with your device, you let Mr. DeBonis know and he can help you. In our tech, or maybe you need a new device. We can help you with that. Be on time for your classes. Be an active participant. Make sure you have lots of rest and eating good food. If you're not speaking, make sure you have your mic on mute and have all the supplies you need, and take short breaks. I mean, if you need to, you can still stand up and listen to the lesson. And we're all in this together. Remember, we are here for you and for your success as a Hale student.
Obviously, we expect you guys to have classroom behaviors that are appropriate during Zoom. And we are in this now about a year, so we all know how to act and how to behave and how to interact with all of our fellow students and our teachers as well. Please be encouraging, use positive language, respectful expressions and body language. Do not speak over other students, listen to each other, be open to ideas, and as Ms. Sanders just pointed out, mute when you're not speaking. It makes a big difference in the class. Please come prepared with materials, do your best to be on time, and participate as best as you possibly can as you stay on topic and ask questions, and you are doing your best to work to your ability.
We all need to be responsible when we get on social media. Use anytime you're on Snapchat or even gaming online, Facebook or Instagram, make sure you are being responsible. If your parents or grandparents, you wouldn't want them to see it, don't post it. Do not post any school-related events. That means pictures of anything at school, including names of students or their pictures. Remember, posts are there forever. You can't take it back.
Cyberbullying, this comes with making sure that you are safe online, and also for social media, this is connected to that. Okay, please be kind to each other virtually. We do not want any inappropriate messages or videos sent through Zoom, through LAUSD email, through Schoology. Please make sure you guys are being appropriate online. No social media messages are sent during class. No pictures taken during Zoom classes. This is all against Ed Code. Please do not do this. And no inappropriate language or threats towards anyone. We take cyberbullying just as serious as we would any type of bullying, and it's the same thing with the same type of consequences that will happen if any students are found participating in any form of cyberbullying. Please make sure you are refraining and not participating in this at all.
So we do have an anti-bullying policy here at Hale in our district. This is an excerpt of what is expected of students to keep you safe. Your responsibilities are to be safe, respectful, and responsible for your actions at all times. Treat everyone with respect. Participate in school-wide efforts to celebrate diversity. Be sensitive as to how others might perceive your actions or words. Practice safe and respectful behavior while online and while using electronic devices. Report bullying or hazing to the Title IX Bullying Complaint Manager or district staff person. So your complaint managers at Hale are Mr. Marino, Dr. J, and myself. Never engage in retaliatory behavior or ask, encourage, or consent to anyone to retaliate on their behalf.
And we are going to take just a quick break from talking, and we have a quick little video that we're going to watch based upon instances of social media bullying and how this can affect and how this can impact students who this happens to. So we're going to stop talking for just a little bit and we will watch this. It's about 1.5 minutes. So please pay attention and listen to what is happening.
I heard about a lot of things my friends were doing online that were mean or just plain crazy. I never thought I would do anything like that. One day my friend Pat showed me a website he made. He posted a list of girls in our school and had guys we know go on and rate them. Sort of a hot or not kind of website. I thought it was pretty funny, so I rated them too. We had a good laugh and I thought that was the end of it. The next day, everyone at school was talking about it. He had sent it out to the whole school to see. I could tell a couple of girls had been crying. I knew it was because of what the guys had said about them and how they looked. I felt bad, but I didn't really get it until I went home that night. Turns out, the guys had put my little sister on the site too, but hid it from me because they knew I would get upset. She was crying when I got home and she wouldn't even look at me. I would never have said those things to someone's face. I didn't even mean them. I thought it was just a joke between friends. Now Pat's suspended from school, and they might kick me out too. Once you put something online, you lose control of it. You can never get it back. People can use it in ways you never even meant. I learned that the hard way. I wish I never saw that stupid site.
So remember, anything you post can come back to haunt you as cyberbullying. We have every week in your advisory classes, second step, these lessons allow for you to build your community. It allows students to really review some things that you may not have thought about, like this real story of the video you just saw. Please make sure you follow and complete all the assignments in advisory.
And here is another set of student expectations that we do our absolute best to abide by. And we can call this the culture of discipline. And again, these are just guidelines for how we want you to take your day by day in school as we are doing what we are doing. Just a few examples. Please learn and follow classroom rules. Try to solve conflicts maturely without physical or physical or verbal violence. Obviously, we're not on campus, but when we do come back, please make sure we are trying to keep our campuses clean and as free from graffiti, weapons, and drugs as best we can. Be good role models to help create a positive school environment. Any bullying that happens or harassment, please report that. Sportsmanship on the athletic field, on the playground. Attend school on time, have school breaks and supplies, and keep social activities safe. And please report any hazards once we do report and once we do come back to campus.
So you need to respect each other. We expect Hale students to respect everyone here at school, including their teachers and other students. Respect the challenges we have right now. Respect the time your teachers take for you.
This is our student compact that parents and students had signed at the beginning of our school year. And this is, again, just to review what this is and what you guys agreed to do and signed on with. And essentially, we're not going to go through all of these, but you do have these. And we encourage you to review this again with your parents. Basically, all of the code of conduct that we just went over and all the issues of respect that we just went over is what you agreed to follow and agreed to abide by. And if you can, again, please try to review these with your parents. And this will help us get through this year as positively as we can.
This is our dress code. It can be found on our website, halecharteracademy.com. Of course, in virtual learning, it's a little bit different, but we still expect our students to be in class on time with their video camera on, not in their pajamas, at least from the waist up, being ready to learn and being successful. And that's why we have a dress code, to make sure that we're being the best students we can possibly be.
So we do have Los Angeles Police Department and Los Angeles School Police as well that works with Hale Charter Academy. And typically we will call the police when there are serious incidences that happen on campus, such as a hate crime, such as sexual harassment, or any sort of physical altercations or serious physical fights that students get in. And obviously we are not on campus right now, but when we do return, that's what they are there for, and that's what support they give to us as campus staff, and also for our teachers. And again, this is reserved for serious incidences, but if necessary, we will call Los Angeles Police Department and Los Angeles School Police if we do need them for anything that is very, very serious.
The very least that we do when a teacher calls us and gets us involved in any online disruptions is we have a conference with you, your parents, and that's the very least. It goes up from there. We always try to make sure that we have done everything to intervene that we can possibly do. But if you're on a behavior contract, if we've met with your parents and with you, and the behavior, the unexpected behavior continues, then we do have suspensions, opportunity transfers. Perhaps Hale is not the right school for you. And of course, expulsion.
And here is our culmination requirements for 2021. This obviously applies only to 8th grade, but we're going to go over this anyways with everyone so you guys can see this. And you can see that you need to accumulate a certain amount of credits in order to actually culminate, right? And so if you look below on the fall 8th grade courses, you have credits, and total possible is 32 and a half. And total possible in spring is 32 and a half. And so those are the requirements as well. And if you are going to culminate, you cannot have no more than 5 referrals during the school year, no suspensions, and no significant disciplinary events. And a significant disciplinary events could be something like disrupting school-wide activities, major cyberbullying, if a student gets into a physical altercation, could be considered a significant disciplinary event. No more than 4 U's total on the combined fall and spring final report card, and no more than 10 excused, unexcused absences during the school year. And no school debt fees. So if you never turned your textbook in, you have to get your textbook in order to culminate as well. And these are the basic culmination requirements as well. And please do your absolute best to meet these so you can culminate with us at the end of the school year.
Another thing I just wanted to mention is for our 8th graders, if you are on a behavior contract, that would keep you from culminating. However, there is an appeals board, which the dean's office is a part of, and we're always looking for improved behavior. So if you did something at the beginning of the year and have really, or you got U's and fails, and you really start this semester improving and finish it showing a vast improvement, then the appeals board would definitely look at that. Thank you so much, Hale students, for listening to our presentation. And both Mr. Marino and my email addresses are right here. You can always get in touch with us. Any of your teachers can get in touch with us as well if you have any questions.
Please let us know. And you guys have a great end of the year. And we will see you in June, hopefully.
In person, hopefully.
All right, guys, stay strong for the rest of the school year. You are doing great. Thank you.